Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to the video. Today we're going to do 500 random magic find runs. We end up crossing quite a few items off the Grail list and find some pretty awesome stuff. So hopefully you enjoy the video. Let's go ahead and get right into it. So this is actually our sorceress. This is the set of gears that we're using. One's 394 magic fund, the other one's 139 magic fund, depending on where we was farming at. So we start our runs off in the Chaos Sanctuary. On run number 1, Diablo ends up dropping us a perfect Tal Rosh's belt. And continue the luck here, and we find ourselves a Demon Horn's Edge. Really bad roll, but figured I'd show it since it's the first one that I found. He ends up dropping us Verdungo's belt. And we also get Maeve's armor. Found this 20 strength 11 dex ring. Figured it might not be bad for a stat ring. And then on run 10 we find a unique war spike. It's the crane beak. This is a Grail item for sure. On run number 12 we head to Cows and we end up finding ourselves a really nice small charm. 20 life, 4 all resistance. So we end up heading over to Lower Kuros. Don't find anything for a while, but we do end up getting something pretty nice on run number 75. It's a little pole rune. While down in the pits on run 110, we get this really nice Grand Charm, if I can identify it. Ends up being a shape-shifting GC with 37 life. 30 runs later, I decide to go ahead and socket my Griffin's Eye with a facet. Neither one of them was perfect, so figured it would be a good opportunity to get my damage up. Ends up being a pretty lucky thing to do too, because we end up finding ourselves a unique Sky Spirit. It's of course Raven Lore. Really bad robe, but I think we have an opportunity to make up for that. So we end up going down to the ancient tunnels. And I'm really glad that we did, because only a few runs later we end up finding ourselves another Grail item. A unique unearthed wand. I'm not sure what the rows for this are, but I'm pretty sure mine's pretty low. Death's Web. Still a really good find. I forgot to switch back to the timer. My Grail's stuck up at the top corner. Sorry about that, guys. But on whatever run this is, we end up finding another really good GC, and it's a +1 lightness skills GC with 28 life. Really nice find. And we head off to Nilithak after that, and we find ourselves a unique Phase Blade. This is the lightsaber, but it is 200 ED and 20 chain lightning on attack. Ends up being 2 perfect rows. The mana leech is a little low. While I'm almost dying to Nilithak a couple times, we did get a couple D keys. Add them to our collection for whenever we decide to do a Uber run video. On run 202 down in the pits, we find our Crusader bow. It's the Eagle Horn. It's a real crap bow for sure. Nilithak ends up giving us another D key on run 220. After that, we head on down to kill Andy a few times. Either way. So she drops us another Titans. Unlucky that it's not ethereal, but it's still a lot better row than one I already have. 182 ED. On run 259, we get a chance for an SOJ. Could it be another one? No. Perfect Nagel, though. It's a keeper. If I don't know what run this was, maybe 271. This is me realizing that I didn't even have it recording, so sorry about that, guys. Here's a perfect Code Sunder we found. We're still going down in the ancient tunnels because you never know what you can find. We ended up getting ourselves another G-Face. It's a really good find. A lot of mercenaries and melee characters can use that. These guys almost kill us, but we steal a pole rune from them. I really enjoyed running down in the pits. We got another Grail item. It's not a very good item, but it is something that I have not found as of yet, and I thought I might as well show it off. Still a pretty nice find. On run 307, we find our second Raven lore. This time, it's a really good row. 20 negative enemy fire resistance and 25 all res. We're down in Baal, and we find ourselves a unique man catcher. Something else that I needed. Ends up being the Viper Fork. The Baal kill gives us a Colossus crossbow, and it is the Hell Rack. On run number 316, we get our first high rune, and it's a Cham rune. I was really excited about that one. We need to get our high runes up, and we did get a high rune this run, so I'm really happy about that. On another run that I don't know what it is because I messed up with the run counter in the top corner, did we get ourselves a bow and crossbow GC with 22 life. We kill Baal on run 318, and we get ourselves a set of Bartucks. Road 195 ED. Back down in the pits at run 330, and we almost passed up an Armit. Ends up being another Grail item, and it's Steel Shade. Five runs later, we find ourselves another Thresher. I don't have any ID scrolls on me, and I look around, still couldn't find one, so Kane's going to have to help us out with this one. And unfortunately, it doesn't row as good as my other one. We find our third unique Sky Spirit in these 500 runs. We'll eventually pick it up here. I'll go ahead and show off this other helmet that I found. Blackhorn's Face, Ethereal. It'll be good for a good mercenary. And another Raven lore. Not as good as the other roll, so it'll get thrown on the ground as well. On run 338, we find ourselves in Andariel's Visage. Didn't row Ethereal, but it ended up giving us 9 life leech and 26 strength. And still not bad. On run 340, we got 2 items. One of them being the Hellslayer, which we have already found, and the other one being Griswold's Armor. We have not found that one. On run 342, down in the pits once again, we find ourselves a 6 fire resistance, 7 magic find, small charm. Yeah, that's true. We decided to go ahead and roll ourselves a GC, and even though this one's not a lifer, I'm going to go ahead and keep it because it is +1 for fire skills on a sorceress. Just a random monster here, and he goes ahead and gives us an Ist rune. Not a bad find at all. Really happy with that. On run number 452, this happens. Hopefully they don't miss this awesome GC. Oh, baby! Not a bad find. Shortly after, on 457, we find our second gold rune. While killing Nilithok, we go ahead and get our third gold rune. Makes you want to hit him again. A few runs later, he does give us a few more D keys. We're down here at the Great Marsh, and we found another item that I needed for the Grail. Not very noteworthy, but I'm still going to show it since we do need it. Here's another one, same boat. Not the greatest item, but we do need it for the Grail. If only it was ethereal. Down here in the pits, level 2, we end up finding ourselves a set Grand Matron bow, and it is Maeve's Caster. Another Grail item for me. On 492, we find ourselves a 4-socketed Monarch. We can use that for a spirit roll. On run 493, we find ourselves Drakkul's Grasp. We're going to go ahead and roll ourselves a small charm, and looky there, guys. 175 poison damage with 18 life. The last item of note, he gives us a unique amulet. Ends up being one we really needed. It's Metal Grid. And just like that, we got rich. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please hit that like button if you did, and subscribe to the channel. Peace, guys.